Hello, and welcome to the second installment of the 140 project we have here. This is my 1993 400SEL with a magnificent 119 engine. Today we're going to be focusing on the rear end of the car. Brakes, suspension, bushings, shocks, things like that. Let's get into it and see how it goes. Alright. Things first, get rid of these rusty lugs. Get them out of here. Make sure you lose them somewhere. Can't ever find them again. 219s in the back. Caliper bolts. I'm just going to remove this as one unit. You know what? Before that, I'm going to remove this 10mm for the brake pad connectors. Okay. Okay, set that off to the side. And put the screw back in. Okay. Oh yeah, off to a good start. Yeah. Okay, got it. Oh, there it goes again, this light. This light is going to be the death of me here. And it just doesn't want to be in any other position. I'm running out of space here. I'm gonna have to, oh no, I'm gonna have to treat that one with a little hammer action. Alrighty then. Get myself an impact ratchet. Yeah, that'd be crazy now. If I remove the sway bar link, this will go much easier. Okay, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna remove the sway bar link. First, you gotta remove the plastic cover from the spring arm. Okay. There's this little funny one on this side too. Nothing can get into it. I don't know what happened. How someone managed to do this. I doubt this came like this from the factory. I mean, what happened? How come this is like this? Okay, here we go. Wow, that's success number one. Great, hold on, everything's falling off my face. Okay. Okay, now I can get to the regular screws, which are just simply easily accessible with a 10mm and a ratchet. Okay. Okay, that's 4 of these. Okay, there's the cover. Put the spring arm cover screws back in, just a few threads. Otherwise, that's it. I mean, you'll never find them again. So let's 17 here for the nut. I'm also going to grab a 21, 22. 22 on this end here, just so it doesn't spin. Yep, there we go. That's one. Now for the bottom. Okay. That's those. Okay. Okay. Put the nuts back on. Put that to the side. Now I can finally get in with a ratchet and remove the caliper. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. Same thing with this one. Okay. The calipers want to come off. Yes. Excellent. Yeah, that's as gone as it gets. That's no material left. Now, here's what I'm doing. I'm hanging, again, on this brake line. I don't care about this brake line. I'm replacing this brake line. This brake line, look at this. Has tremendous calipers hanging. I'm gonna have to hang it up because it's gonna bother me. Here's the rotor. 5mm Allen retaining screw. Sure it's seated nice, and then just give it a nice okay. Beautiful. That's that. I doubt this rotor will come off easily. Also, factory thread locker here. Now, yep, yeah, as I figured. So, I'm gonna get my big metal hammer. I'm replacing these rotors. I don't care about this rotor. So, I'm gonna go and give it a nice smack. Alright. Well, that made a mess. Oh, Jesus. Look at all the rust. Okay. Okay. Whew. But the shoes, yeah, they still look nice. Yeah, plenty thick. Not replacing those. But what we are definitely gonna have to do is definitely loosen these up a little bit. I mean tighten them. What am I saying? There somewhere. Put that somewhere where I can trip over it very goodly. This is what the adjuster looks like. So you got a little Phillips screw there, but it fits a flathead screwdriver, and that just turns that little gear there, loosens it and tightens it. Just feel them out. You get the idea. Okay. Now I'm going to put the spring compressor on. I don't believe it's all that necessary, but you know what? I'd rather be safe than really sorry. I may just be able to put it on from here, depending on where I left the tool. Alright, so this we have, where's the light? This is the bottom plate. That's where the tool, that's where it enters here. It just sits on these. Right, and then when you have the compressor on, this sits on the bottom coil. Alright, slide this in through, and then it kind of just sits it gets into these teeth and it just sits there nicely, so it doesn't, there's no way it could spin. And it's sort of the same thing on the top, but it's got much deeper teeth here. You see that? So, well, now this one is upside down technically. This also has these teeth, and when they enter through here, you turn it and it just locks in place. So when this contraption all comes together, it compresses the spring nice and safely. So first I'm going to put in the top plate at the highest coil that you can. I'm not removing the spring, this is more just like for protection, just so I don't have a loaded weapon waiting for me to make a move. Okay, so that's the top plate there. Spun that in. I put the bottom on the lowest coil it can go. So, going to soon, yes. It's gonna be right there. Right there is good. Okay, so now get in there with the tool, through the hole in the spring arm, and then fish the tool through the middle. And then you gotta find yourself those openings. There we go. And twist it in so it locks it on those bottom teeth. And boom, and that's it. Screw her in. Okay, so that's getting pretty tight. Alright, this is a 19 millimeter. I got their little ratchet, a little short extension. Tighten it up, and you can see the spring pressing as we go. Okay, alright. We're not going too crazy here. This is pretty compressed. This swing arm's gonna lower down a little bit anyway, so it's gonna take the tension off the top and bottom coil as well. But that's secure. It's not terribly tight, but it's compressed. And I know this is not going anywhere now. Here's the shock mount on the bottom. Let's see if I can mount this in for better visibility. So these lovely things. Wait a minute. Wasn't it backwards on the other side? Did somebody change these and put these in the wrong order? Yes, they did. You should have the nut on this side. Huh. Somebody's been here before. So I'm going to get this 19 to hold on this side. Very good. And then there is a 19 nut on this side, which should technically be on this side. Okay. Alright. Hoots! Wow, yeah! See, my Mac ratchet is so quiet. It just sneaks up on bolts. Okay. Oh wow, my fingers. Whew, okay, take it easy. Can't pull this out just yet because this shock is so extended that if I just yank this out of here, it'll go something like that. So you know what? I'm gonna get Mr. Jackson. I'm gonna use the sway bar mount here. It fits perfectly in the jack opening here. Jack this up a little bit. Okay, careful now. I'm not reusing this screw, but here comes that butter. Look at that. Take the nut off. Oh, hammer action. Wait a minute, how am I going to put the hammer in here if I can't fit through the... Uh-oh. Muy excelente.
Oh, lovely. Now that that's loose, I'll bend this back. Just a smidge, just so I can get the tool in here. I'll bend this back. Surely. Absolutely. Ah, the jack is in my way. Excellent. Something's happening. Did you see? Is the bolt moving? I don't know. It isn't. Okay. Which means we can keep on cranking. If I maybe had like a 22 on an extension, millimeters, they work so well. 7/8, it is. Okay, good. Reminder for thyself, 7/8, 22. Okay, good. Maybe it is time to take the jack out. Lowering. Oh boy, spring is making vicious sounds over there. It's coming out fairly easily. But this whole thing is gonna snap up. So I got to be careful, yeah. Oh boy, how are we gonna do that? Remember, harder, not smarter. What's that gonna do? That's gonna pop it out even further, isn't it? Excellent, thank you very much. Hold on a second. Get your legs. Come on. Yes. Funny. You could see the spring. The spring is definitely loose and not under tension there. Thank goodness gracious. We seeing this? Look at this. Oh man. That's just crust left. Look at this. Oh. Yep. Alright. So I'm just gonna give a little clean here. And I have to sit and penetrate in oil for 5 minutes. Don't really have to. I'm sure this one will come out smooth, considering it's not terribly rusty or anything. But I do want to get all the debris out from the sides here. And it's just like that. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Some penetrating oil. Okay. Let that soak in. Sure. Oh boy. Oh wow. Hold on. Beautiful. Good. Okay. Got a tool. Slide the tool in. Now this big fella, like that. Let me see how this works with the bearing here. Maybe it has to go this way. Ah, maybe it does. Yeah, so it spins the bearing. Ah. Okay. Now we'll get on twisting. I do not have, it looks like it's probably a 27. And I don't have a socket for that. So let this twist in. It should give us a little snap. That should be the indication. There she is, that the tool is working. is gonna take a while. See what the other side's doing. Well, it's going in all right. There we go. I mean, just like that. And it's out. Oh, I love that tool. Look at that. Here we have a perfect explanation as to why I'm changing this bushing. I mean, it's gone. It's been gone for a long while. And the car has 124 now, 1,000 miles. So that's what happens to these little bushings. Here's a brand new Limforder one. I mean, the boot is gone on both sides entirely. And then dirt just kept getting in there and ruining this bushing. So this is the device taken apart. So these two, these were the removal bits. They have little notches here for the bolt here. So essentially, bolt, this goes in through here, locks in, right? Let's pretend this is the old bushing. This squeezes in here, just like that, and it pushes this bushing into here, which is much bigger and can take the whole thing. This has a bearing on the back, and it screws in, basically just like that. This is here, and then what this does is, as you screw in, this just simply slides inside of there and pushes the bushing out. Okay? The other side of that now will be, it'll take the same bolt. Okay? So this will go in with this little bit. This has got a cutout here. It will lock in the same place. The bushing will now be on the other side. Here, let's pretend this is the spindle. And this little one will go behind here, squeeze into there, and also it's got the bearing on this side. It will screw in here and push the bushing home. Going to give this area just a gentle wipe. A little bit of penetrant spray. Get a Scotch-Brite. I just want to clean, especially on the edges there, the rust. Now I'm going to spray a little bit of silicone. Silicone. Just a little. Yep. Just like that. Position this in. Get our tool through it. Get our wrench. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay. Now we loosen it. Just like that. Okay. And that is our bushing fully seated. And job well done. I mean, you can't even, okay. You can't even, look at this. Yeah, that's the way it should be moving. Not the way it was before, that's for sure. Good. Back in the trunk. 5mm Allen, 17. Okay. That's that. She is. Now the question is, who's gonna hold the shock? Up top. I put the jacks under there for emotional and physical support. Stay right there, don't move. Oh no! Stay. Okay, don't you go anywhere. I will not tighten those up there yet. I'm going to set the car on the ground first, just so the shock is compressed and the shaft doesn't spin, and I know that it's seated perfectly. I'm also going to do the same thing with these bottom bolts. I'm going to put them in, just snug them, and tighten them with the car on the ground. And I don't believe I have to do this with the ball joint, control arm bushing, whatever. But I'm going to do it anyway, you know, because why not? Okay, I'm going to raise the jack up slowly here. So, I'm going to pull the shock down here as much as I can. And stick my screwdriver in. Got it. Okay. I left the bolts upstairs. God. Brand new bolt, brand new nut, 2 new washers. Uh-oh, there goes one light. Stay. Wow, it's warm. Oh. Ah, more blood. I think I just lost that part of the video a little bit and just decided to tell me that my iCloud is full. Yeah, thanks. Jolly good. What size is that? Not that one. Am I not seeing it? I was not seeing it. Okay. Why am I not using a ratchet? Oh, jeez. I'm just all over the place, and I left the tool upstairs. Uh-oh, bye-bye. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Not going to tighten it yet. Just snug it up. Now I'm going to attempt to get the hub back into place. Oh, that's all I needed. So it's just extra. You're gonna go down, no problem. Oh, butter. Butter. Yeah, the flashlight hasn't even fallen yet. Okay, now we'll proceed with doing the same thing. Just snug it. All right, that's it. We're gonna tighten that fully, torque it to spec with the car on the ground. Now, I'm going to take the spring compressor out. Dynamite. Twist it around just like that. Plates. And go downstairs and take it out this way. Nice. Good. Sensor. That's what happens. Starts getting exposed. Gets into it. Sends a signal. Shows a light. Pretty cool. Make sure you point this bit somewhere where it's gonna splash on every single one of your tools as you compress the pistones. I got this cool little device. Just makes things a little easier, but it doesn't exactly fit. this look a little bit better. Move the new pads out of the way. Now that I'm done playing with the appearance, let's just establish that these are the most important parts. There's 4 little sliders on each side, and when the pad slides in here, you want this to be nice and smooth here. So not only will we clean this, obviously, of all of this debris, this is where you put your grease, your anti-seize, whatever. So let me just get this tightened up a little better. This is terrible for you. It's breathing. Well, you should be wearing a mask of some sort. Wait a minute. I have one. Look at this perfection. Oh, jolly good. Seriously. Just a little bit. This feels cruddy, not straight. This feels much smoother. Alright, this brush is evaporating. Come on. Let's see if I can do this for one swing. Oh yeah. Look at that. Okay, nice.
Cool.
Wish the front springs look like these rear ones. Okay. bit of blue Loctite. Medium strength. Just a smidge, just enough. 10 Newton meters. That's it. That's one. Here we go. Get some light on the brake line here. Oh boy, how are we gonna do this thing? There we go, very well. I'm going crazy now. Okay, you don't want to go snapping things. Okay. That's it. So the longer side has to go on the bottom. Huh. $50 Newton meters, or in this case, if you don't have Newton meters, that's 37 pound-feet. Okay. Yep. Okay. A lot more. Okay. And that will be it for the rear suspension and rear brakes. So we got the new ball joint, control arm bushing, whatever. We have a new shock. We have new brake lines. We have new rotors, new pads, new sensors. Soon we're gonna have fresh fluid flowing through here. Yeah. And with that, we'll be bringing this one to a steady halt. In the next one, we'll focus on the front end of the car. Brake, suspension, same general area. As well as addressing details like crunchy headlight switch, the PSC pump, and just the general detail of the car, just to finish things up. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.